At Kids Tinkering Studio, students aren't just sitting through lectures, they're creating, building, and experimenting. Managing Director Astra Johnson said their excitement is obvious.
I walk through the school from time to time and I would hear them shrieking and screaming and so on. They love the science station, they love the science lab, they love doing experiments. They get to do those on their own. It's not the staff doing it for them, but they are following instructions and they're making their mistakes and so on. They enjoy that a lot. They love the innovation lab. They're always trying to figure out what new can I innovate or what new can I invent.
She said it's not just about fun. It's about giving them confidence and practical skills that can last a lifetime. But not all children have access to this kind of education. That's why Ms. Johnson and her team have taken their mission outside the walls of their school.
So we've taken KTS to the road, as we say. We're not just staying in our school, so we do camps, we're doing workshops, we are doing pop-ups, across the country.
She said the goal is to expand access, especially to children who might not otherwise get these opportunities.
Because we don't want STEM to be something that only the elite can have or only those who can afford can have, because we believe that each child should be given an opportunity to be involved in STEM education. And that is one of the areas that we are working so heavily with now.
And as the studio expands, she's hoping to shift how education is approached locally and regionally.
And that is our hope. It's our hope that when people visit, when they engage with our students and they hear the way they speak, how they articulate their thoughts, how much they know about so many things, that they would be open to, hey, listen, I need to be a part of that, It's our hope that we can change that mindset, that traditional education is awesome, but there is another way.
Looking ahead, the plan is to reach more communities in Trinidad and Tobago and eventually across the region.
We're going to Tobago pretty soon to give the children of Tobago a chance to experience STEM education. So it's not just for only if you can come to a school or not, because some parents have said, oh, we live so far, how are we going to experience this? My child is older than 5 or older than 6, already in a public school, so how are we going to experience this? So you just have to look out for those camps and pop-ups.
For Ms. Johnson, it's about more than running a school. It's about building a movement. And with a growing demand for innovation in education, she said KTS is challenging the traditional system. As the studio looks to expand into more rural communities and eventually across the Caribbean, Ms. Johnson is calling for an educational shift rooted in creativity, access, and confidence.
It is difficult for a child to sit still for long periods of time. It's difficult for children to be in classrooms where you have 30 and 40 voices shouting at a teacher. It's very difficult for a child to learn in chaos. So if you are experiencing challenges such as those, your child is not reading properly, they're not decoding properly, they're afraid to speak in class, they're afraid to speak up, they feel afraid to go to school, they feel bored, they feel as though they're not stimulated in a classroom, those would be key indicators that, hey, listen, I need to find something that's different.
Astra Johnson believes that what starts with curiosity and a toolkit could one day fuel national development and reshape how we think about learning. I'm Mahalia Joseph-Wharton, keeping tabs on your inner circle.